Hello, people of the world. I'm going for a walk for my stupid mental health because I saw someone else online going for a walk for their stupid mental health. My mental health is being pretty stupid right now. So we're just gonna walk, we're just gonna have a nice, quiet video. And I think I know where I'm going, but I probably don't. Been here a few times, quite a few, but I don't know. I don't have the best sense of direction, but it's alright sometimes. So I'll probably be able to navigate. I don't know. Mention it in the comments, explain it to me if you have mental health issues. It'll be good for engagement, and it'll be good for me not feeling so utterly alone. Yeah, so I saw Will Wood the other day. I've never really been to a real concert before. Like, I went to like a Wiggles one when I was really little, but this was like my first real concert, and it was a really amazing experience, but I'm definitely having a bit of a, oh yeah, pond, I know where I'm going. Post, like, high levels of excitement and dopamine and all that stuff, depression. Like, I don't know why that is, but like after you're really happy, you can get pretty sad. Like when I'm having like a hangout with people I really care about and it goes really well, I can just have, and they leave, I can just be in a slump for the rest of the evening and not be able to sleep because I feel like weird and bad. Universal. We just have to turn there and we get to go to an amusement park. Which is why I'm not doing it, because I don't like amusement parks very much. Because those are bad for anxiety. Anyways. That and all my friends are busy this summer. And there's only like less than 50 days until people start leaving for colleges. And, ooh, is that a dam? Dam. Damn, it's a dam. Hell yeah. Oh, my hands are kind of shaking. It's not gonna be good for the footage. Anyways, ooh, that smells nice. I forgot what I was talking about, but I don't know. Just, I feel like every time I'm not spending with friends is, time wasted because I have so little left. Oop, I'm gonna stop recording for a bit since I see people. All right, I think we're at earshot now, so I'm gonna go back to recording. Yeah. This is the two main things. People I care about are gonna be leaving, and I'm probably never going to be as close as I am now with them for the rest of my life, and they're all busy with work and all this stuff. I don't know. And that and post being happy depression, which for some reason is something I get to have. It's really not doing me too well. Like, I missed a practice yesterday because of it. I'm kind of thinking of missing practice today because of it. Oh, I'm a swimmer, by the way, if you didn't know, which you had no way to know if you don't know me in real life, which maybe there's like one person who follows me who whatever. Point is, I'm not feeling great, but walking does help. Why don't we just sit here in silence for a minute? Look at this pond. It's really pretty. You have to turn your phone sideways, y'all. Or I guess if you're watching this on a computer, that kind of sucks for you. But yeah, it's pretty gorgeous. Alright. I hear some people up ahead. We're probably gonna have to shut this off in a second. I'm not sure if those bird calls are coming across, but and the wind. This was a good choice. Yeah. I also have some thoughts on loneliness as a concept, which I'm going to have to talk about in a second because I think I'm coming up on some people. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna pick this back up in a couple minutes. Okay, the people who are talking are just a family going slower than me, so... And then in the same direction, so I'm gonna have to take a weird route. Deltarune reference, let's go. No, but there's a real difference between being, like, feeling bad because you're alone, because, like, you actually feel, like, lonely, and, like, being alone in a public setting and being, like, saying, like, a lot. I shouldn't do that, but I'm just out of breath, so it's a good pause, I guess. No, but, like, being shameful of the fact that you're alone, like, feeling, like, visibly an outsider, I guess. And I think that, kind of stems from my experiences with, like, school lunches. I don't know. Not like lunches that the school serves, like lunch within a school setting. God, I wish my cardio was better so there wasn't so much breathing audio. Whatever. But being, like, because my school divided our lunch blocks into, like, 3, so there's a good chance you'll just be, well, if you're someone like me who doesn't have too many friends, there's a good chance you'll kind of just be alone at lunch for like half a year to an entire year. Look at this tree. That is awesome. What happened to it? Some cobwebs growing in there. Not sure if you can see that. And something broke it. Oh, is that the chunky tree? Maybe. Probably. Looks like about a match. Yeah, it's the same tree. Oh. Anyways, even if I'm, like, comfortable being alone, because I do need to decompress in the middle of a school day, absolutely. But when you're, like, around a bunch of people and they can see you just being alone, it feels really bad because, I don't know, there's something just embarrassing about, like, a moral failing to not have a community surrounding you. That probably comes from the fact that we are a very social species, and being othered feels really bad because of that. But I don't know. Oops, tripped on a thing. And then there's just, like, being alone, lonely, which often just comes from, like, a sense of rejection, like, which can even just be internal, but, like, you don't actually have to ask to hang out and feel that sense of rejection. You can just, like, feel like you want to do something social and then feel like you can't, and then that sense of rejection is what actually makes you feel bad, not the being alone itself. If you could just accept that you're alone right now, I don't think it would be that bad. But accepting the fact that you don't have anyone is what really hurts. Which I think is probably a part of the reason why the whole I didn't want to go but I wanted to be asked thing exists, because, like, especially if you're an introvert, being alone isn't that bad. I mean, for extended periods of time, you might lose your mind, but that's not really the concern. What really just hurts is the idea of, like, the sense that you weren't wanted in a social situation, I guess. Or your presence isn't desirable, something like that. I don't know. I really like these rocks. I don't know if this is going to be uploaded. It's kind of self-deprecating and exposing myself, but maybe it'll help someone. Who knows? If this goes, oh, right, this is going to destroy my, algorithm favorability, by the way. Because no one's going to watch more than, a minute into this. Thank God. And, hey, getting, over 100 views is kind of a lot anyways. I don't need that for my ego. I quite like myself as a non-egotistical person. I'm gonna climb this rock real quick. See what I can see. Alright. We're gonna set you looking at the tree, at the canopy. We're gonna hoist myself up. Hopefully I didn't get my face in there. If I did, anyone who sees it, doesn't matter. Look at this, the way this tree, extends out, by the way. It's very, reaching for the heavens. Have you seen that one, internet people, have you seen that one, dead tree that a chainsaw artist carved into, a hand reaching for the sky? If you have, I forgot bug spray, son of a bitch. Oops, swearing in my video, that's so bad. Yeah, it's a really cool sculpture. I like it a lot. Carving, is it still a sculpture, I guess? You know what, I don't need to think of art terminology right now. Ooh, is that a firefly? Not sure if y'all can see it. Looks like a firefly. Saw a Hank Green video that said fireflies aren't going to die out in my lifetime, which is promising. A lot of other species are dying out constantly. I think it's starting to rain, but hey, if Mr. Hank Green, science man, who is not universally optimistic, says that fireflies are going to continue to be a living species, I'm happy, because I do quite adore them. All right, I'm gonna get down from here. I don't know. Something about vocalizing my thoughts and hearing my own voice also does help about not being lonely. Feeling like I'm talking to someone, even if it's probably, at this point in the video, just about no one. This is a cool first of all, look at this chunk of dead wood. Let's actually take a look at this moss. It's growing in there. Love that, love the idea of dead trees that are just a bastion for new life. It's awesome. Was I holding this sideways this whole time? That's not gonna be good. Hey, people can look at their phones that are probably just off to the side of them anyways. No one's gonna be watching this that intently. It's a really cool tree. Squirrel. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see him, but he went behind the tree before I was probably able to get him. Okay. If I can get up to that, yeah, I probably can get up to that part of the hike. What happened to your bark, Mr. Tree? I think that's a white oak, maybe? I'm not that good at IDing trees, though. We just took it had the bubbly, kind of oval-ish leaves. I took a merit badge once that we did like a nature hike and we ID'd a bunch of plant life, but I remember like white pine, and that's the only one. Ooh, I know that's holly though. Check out those spiked leaves. Not sure if you can actually see them. Well, I can see they're spiked anyways. Mm. I don't know. Gosh. Lichen. I'm liking the look of this lichen. It's completely covering this thing. But it looks like the plant's still alive. Like, look at this. Huh. I've seen like lichen and rocks. It seems like that family who we avoided earlier is behind us little ways. Let's keep walking. That's definitely not alive. It's sort of, I'm thinking this is white oak, but I'm too lazy to check. Gosh. Thank God I have these boots that support my ankles so much. A lot of little hops. No. I'm just hoping like the friends I have now I don't lose in like any capacity. I've actually lost quite a few friends in my life, and it has not really been fun, like processing the idea of yeah, there's someone that's just someone who's like in my past now who I used to care about, and now I just kind of feel sad about them, which I guess is a form of caring. It's just not the same. Okay, we've made our way past the people. I don't know. I feel like I've just worked so hard for the friends I have, and even losing like an inch of ground would make me feel really bad about things. Also, I don't really have here's another thing that's I've been weighing on my mind. I don't really have like a friend I can vent to about things. I mean, I'm sure I have people who would think I can vent to them, or would be comfortable with me venting them, but I've never had that level of, I don't know, trust to tell people how I'm feeling. Like, my mom and my sister, maybe. My dad I can talk to about politics, and that's good enough, I guess. That's a fall and a half. Looks survivable though. I'm gonna sit down here for a second. That is some nice wind. Y'all hear that Zoran Mamdani won the New York mayoral primary? Mayoral, whatever. That's something to be happy about. Actually helped as a pretty good temporary distraction for how I've been feeling recently. I just feel like if someone like that can win, like someone who actually cares about real issues, maybe capitalism won't be the downfall of this country, or it won't make us have an even worse downfall, or maybe it won't make us have an irrecoverable downfall. Maybe there's hope. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe there's hope. I don't know. Subject of hope. It's not like I feel like I'm not gonna have friends wherever I end up. Like one of my closest friends is actually going with me to college, which I'm beyond grateful for. Alright, as I was saying, like, I'm not worried that I'm gonna never have friends again. I'm just worried about losing the ones I already have. Gosh, look at that cathedral. Yeah, that's just like a part of a school, right? It's crazy. Catholic schools have so much goddamn money. They're institutions. I guess all things are institutions. Also, I'm trying to focus on this because I think all plants look really good, really cool close up. Yeah, that includes you, other plant that I don't know how to identify. Like, I'm just gonna have it weigh on my mind if I one day see these people, like, living their lives in a stable way, seem like they're at their destination, and I'm not there with them. It's gonna be, I don't know, life is gonna be hard. But do you think I can reaffirm these connections so they last another 4 years in the next 40 some odd days? I don't know. Also, I'm gonna probably go to either I'm gonna get a fucking PhD in political science, or I'm going to go to law school after college, so who knows? It might be another 8 years before I'm actually able to go wherever I want and do whatever I want again. Even then, jobs take time. Jobs take control where you go. Just a lot. And it seemed possible for a little while to if I got to spend time with them, the way we did, might have been last Friday, for every other night of the summer. Maybe I could have establish a connection that'd last forever, so that they won't forget about me or stop caring. But spend time the way we did at Willwood, but that was a special occasion, so I can't really expect anything from that. it seems like maybe it's possible to hold on to what seems like it's so inevitably going to be lost. But I don't know. Now it's been 2-3 days since I've really spent the time. Spent my dwindling, slipping through my fingers time. Yeah, I don't know. I think another part of that fear is my parents don't really have any friends from when they were in high school. I mean, my mom has a good excuse. She moved from New Mexico after moving from Denmark. So she has like one friend from high school who she knows still exists. And my dad just isn't a particularly social person because of his own mental health issues. I mean, they have friends now. They're just... If my only friendships were all younger than my own children, I feel like I'd be pretty sad. Like I want friends that I feel like I could never lose. And I feel like I don't, and if I am not able to establish them now, I probably never will. I don't know. I'm gonna close this video, so actually it's only been 5 minutes. It's fine. I don't know if this is making me feel, earlier I was feeling better. I don't know, I'm really getting into the roots of everything I'm feeling bad about now, so it's hard to feel like I'm just clearing my head. Whoa. Not eating before this was a mistake. I think I'm losing my already limited dexterity. Are you the plant that tastes like something weird? I think it was root beer and I think it might have been like Fruity Pebbles or something. That were two different plants that were originally used in flavoring stuff before they were discovered to be carcinogenic. Excuse me. Well, I'm gonna be able to ID these when I get home, but I don't think I'm going to. Plane. Wait, can y'all see that? Plane. It's a cool little rock formation over there. Lake or salt marsh or something. I don't know. I'm gonna keep walking. If y'all want to leave the video now, I think you're not gonna see anything else that looks interesting. So I'm just gonna head to... Actually, I can take a different route on the way back. But I don't know. I'm mostly just gonna be talking to myself for the sake of not letting my thoughts fester negatively. So if I can verbalize them, I don't really have to feel them. so I can get some fresh air. It's always good for everything, I guess. It just always comes down to time, doesn't it? Like, no matter how good you are now, the future always matters so much more. Is it even worth pursuing something that won't last forever? Even if you want to in the moment. Even if the context now would be perfect, and maybe not perfect, but it would make you happy. Just the context changes. Everything is destroyed and nothing matters and everything's terrible. That's an exaggeration. I'm being pessimistic. You know, it's a funny thought. My friend, the one who is going to the same college as I am, is the tall, lanky one with dark hair. So if in our dynamic, as I am blonde and have a, I don't know, much more rounded appearance, not just because I'm chubby, but, you know, in terms of head shape and everything. Like in any cartoon, I would be the lighthearted person. He'd be the more negative one. I mean, we both have our mental health issues, but like I'm by far the bigger pessimist. And he has enough mental health issues that like, or diagnosed ones anyways, that he honestly should be more mentally unhealthy than he is, but he's just not, because he's great. Kind of sucks. Not that he's doing well, but that I have a very funny, silly face, and I should have a silly personality to go along with it, but deep down inside, I am depressed as shit. I come from down there, and should I go up there? I think I'm gonna go up there, wherever it is. Yes, yeah, I'm advocating for going for mental health walks because they do really help. I mean, I know this place well enough to know that, like, no matter how far I wander, it's not going to be really a big deal as long as I stay on a path. Like, I'm entirely directionless right now. I think I'm going back in the right direction, but I frankly could be entirely wrong. Which I think is fine. Ooh. Yo, let me know in the comments below if you yawned after I yawned. Any sympathetic yawners in the chat? Y'all can't feel it, but that wind is very nice. Kind of smells like there's probably like some sort of fresh like wild berries around here somewhere. I'm kind of picking up that scent. Y'all don't know this about me, but I have a really solid sense of smell. For better or for worse. Because I get overstimulated easily by scents that other people can't even detect, so. Yeah. That's fun. This video is probably going to work out to be like 40 minutes, maybe 30. I don't know. How long have I been walking and talking? Oh yeah, also another thing about the concert, I wanted to like record a cover of a Will Wood song, but like my voice is entirely shot after. Like I have no vocal range right now. It's pretty pathetic. But hey, if y'all are Will Wood fans out there and you want to hear a song, let me know. I don't know. I shouldn't be talking like I'm awaiting responses. It's really silly. I have to remember that I'm basically just talking to myself for mental health reasons. And that is good enough. It smells really nice. Cricket. Just hit my head on a branch. God, look at the way this bark is like wrapping around this tree. It's awesome. I don't know. You are pretty dead. Yo guys, it's me on the inside. No, I'm joking. E on the inside is just a little bit unwell. Not dead yet. And probably going to recover in good time. Where the hell am I going? Oh god. If I could get like, y'all, what if magic was real and there was like some fae being that would abduct me and try to take my soul or something? At least make so I have social interaction. Let's go. I don't know if y'all are DBZ abridged fans, but they have Piccolo. He's the green guy if you're not familiar with Dragon Ball. Just be like really freaking lonely in the first little season, I guess. It's kind of funny because he's alone all the time. What was I talking about? Why did I make a social interaction joke? Oh yeah, kidnapped by some fae being. I'd have something to do, which would potentially keep me mentally engaged enough to not think about my thoughts. Don't think about thinking, or whatever the Woolwood line is in White Noise. And I'd have someone to talk to about shit. Someone who'd theoretically be very interesting to talk to. And I might lose my soul. If souls are real. Which they probably aren't. Yeah, what does this sign say? Okay, yeah, I've been here. I think. No, did we see hanging rock somewhere else? Either way, this is the general direction of back where I came from, so. But yo, what if magic was real? That would make it so all this shit matters so much less. But unfortunately, everything that currently exists and I know about is the stuff that's real. And that is good for so many reasons and bad for so many others. And a little sad because a lot of the mysteries of at least this world are kind of already known. At least the ones that I'd be interested in. Like, it's not gonna blow my mind if they find if they find another whale. That's really cool for the cetacean community, I guess. But like, if down there they find another whale, I mean, it's realistically not gonna be all that different from the whales we already know about. Yeah, that's where we turned off. We didn't want us. Could go on another walk. I kind of feel like, do I want to go home? People that way. Yeah, I might leave us off here. Oh, there's a firefly, I think. Hey, is this gonna focus? Focus. Firefly, at least I'm like 80% sure. Is the orange markings in the, oops. All right, bye. Yeah, because they're so slow, you can kind of just like put your hand underneath them. And they don't care, and they'll just be there. I don't know. Like, it's pretty cool. I wonder how long ago this rock broke. Gosh, this thing's not focusing right now at all, is it? Oh, it's on. All right. I don't know what's going on right now. But I think this blurry footage is a good place to leave us off. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Yeah. Sounds of people. I want to close this out. I guess if you are seeing this because you skipped to the end, or because you decided to stick with this video for some goddamn reason, thanks, and see you next time if I decide to make any more videos.